A resident card in Luxembourg, or a permit, is a document that allows non-EU nationals to live, work, or study in Luxembourg for a specified period. This means that you can travel in and around the EU and non-EU countries without a visa as well. Here's a detailed guide on how you can obtain, renew, and manage a resident card in Luxembourg. Hi there, vegan. It's Agovi Moti, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time coming through to my channel, I'd like to say thank you so much for coming through. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you're a regular Diggler, welcome back. Hey. As you can tell, today we're going to be talking about how you can get a resident card in Luxembourg, the full process with full details. So the first thing that you need to know is that you need to get your declaration of arrival in Luxembourg. So declaring your arrival in Luxembourg is crucial for steps towards all new residents, including students, workers, and other foreign nationals. This process ensures that you are legally registered in the country and can access necessary services. Here's a comprehensive guide on how to complete the declaration of arrival in Luxembourg. As I've mentioned in other videos about Luxembourg, the declaration of arrival is very important for you to get your resident card, for you to open a bank, for you to settle, okay? So this document is absolutely important. So after you have received your temporary authorization letter to stay, which will also be very important for your declaration of arrival, you will do these following steps. Number one, let's answer the question, who needs to declare their arrival? These are non-EU nationals. All non-EU nationals who intend to stay in Luxembourg for more than 3 months need to declare their arrival. We also have EU, EEA, and Swiss nationals. They must declare their arrival if they intend to stay in Luxembourg for more than 3 months. Secondly, when to declare arrival. For non-EU nationals, you need to declare arrival within 3 days of arrival in Luxembourg. As far as my knowledge right now, you have leeway because to declare arrival, you need a permanent address. So that means you need to find a house. And so I've spoken a lot about how accommodation is very tricky to get in Luxembourg and it's a cumbersome process. So they give you some sort of grace period, but make sure that this is one of your top priorities, finding accommodation, because the only way you can declare arrival is to produce a house contract that says this is where you're staying. So some people use the hotel that they're staying or the Airbnb that they're staying if permitted to. The problem with this is that you need to go back to the commune to change your address again, which is another process. So I would say definitely get a permanent address if you intend to declare your arrival. For EU, EEA, and Swiss nationals, you need to declare within 8 days of your arrival in Luxembourg. So number 3, where to declare your arrival? At the local commune office. So this depends with which area you're staying in. But for example, let's say you're staying in Luxembourg City, the declaration must be done at the local commune municipality office where you're residing. So this means you need to go to the Bezier Center if you're in Luxembourg City and declare your arrival there. That is the commune for Luxembourg City. But for other cities, there are different places that you have to go. So you just need to identify where the local commune is. Each commune has its own office. So ensure that you go to the correct one for your address. All right. So fourthly, which required documents do you need? So you need a valid passport, which must be up to date, visa or resident permit. If applicable, bring your entry visa or resident permit if you already have one and go as part of the documents that you will need to carry. Then you need proof of address, as I mentioned before, documentation showing your address in Luxembourg, rental agreement, lease, or confirmation from a host, right? And then arrival declaration form. Some communes may require a specific form for you to fill out declaring your arrival, and also your temporary authorization to stay. They may ask for it. So the 5th step is to declare your arrival. Visit the commune office. Go to the commune office within the stipulated time frame. 3 days for non-EU nationals and 8 days for EU, EEA, and Swiss nationals. Submit the documents. Provide the necessary documents, including your passport, visa or resident permit, and proof of your address. Fill out forms. Complete any required forms provided by the commune office. This may include personal information and details about your stay. And then fourthly, registration confirmation. The commune will process your declaration and provide you with a confirmation document. Keep this document safe as it may be required for future administrative processes. All right. So step number 6. These are additional steps for non-EU nationals. So you're supposed to do a medical checkup. After declaring your arrival, you must undergo a medical examination by a doctor in Luxembourg. The doctor will provide a medical certificate which is necessary for your resident permit application. So you can use, I would type up the website you can go and check to find a doctor close to where you are called Doctane. And You can get information about the doctor, set an appointment, get your medicals done. Typically, the doctor will send your documents directly to the resident permit office, so you don't have to go back and forth with your doctor. Typically, they do it for you, so that's pretty great. They would do blood tests, and then they will also do general well-being tests. Are you okay? And they may also ask for x-rays. So yes, resident permit application. Following your declaration of arrival and medical checkup, apply for a resident permit at the Immigration Directorate within 3 months of your arrival. Okay, you can either do this in person directly or you can do it online through MyGushe. Step 7. These are important things that you need to consider. Timeliness. Ensure you declare your arrival within the required time frame to avoid any legal issues or fines or any fines. Okay, because Europe is a bit different. If they stipulate a specific time that you're supposed to do certain things, just do it well within that time. All right. Document accuracy. Double check that all your documents are accurate and complete to avoid delays in the process. Language. While many officials speak English, it would be helpful to bring a bit of French or German translation of your documents if possible, but this is not very important. They speak English. You'll be fine. You'll be fine with English. You'll be fine. Step number 8, sample declaration of arrival form information. So basically what this declaration of arrival will have is your personal details, such as your full name, date of birth, nationality, passport information, your passport number, issuing country and validity period, visa or permit information, the type of visa or resident permit, issuance date and validity period, Luxembourgish address or Luxembourg address, your full address in Luxembourg, including your postal code and contact information, your local phone number and email. That means you need to get a number before you do your declaration of arrival. Step 9. Follow-up actions. Keep copies. Make copies of all your documents that you submitted and received. Monitor your status. Follow up with the commune or immigration office if you do not receive confirmation or if you encounter any issues. And then integration programs. Look into local integration programs offered by the commune, which can help you settle into life in Luxembourg. By following these steps and ensuring you have all the necessary documents, you can smoothly complete the declaration of arrival process in Luxembourg. This is an essential step to ensuring that your stay in Luxembourg is legal and that you have access to all the necessary services and support. So let's talk deeply about resident cards, right? So for first-time application for a resident card, we're talking about students for now, all right? Number 1, secure admission. Obtain an acceptance letter from a recognized educational institution in Luxembourg. Number 2, proof of financial means. Show that you have sufficient funds to cover your cost of living in Luxembourg. That's at least €500 per month. But I think we need to increase this because accommodation is expensive. So I'd say have about 1,500 if you're sharing accommodation. Then if you're living by yourself, that's a bigger budget, okay? So let's put it at 2,000, 2,500 monthly. That would be good because Luxembourg is pretty pricey, all right? Thirdly, health insurance. Provide proof of valid health insurance coverage. And if you're a student, your school typically would help you with accessing and getting health insurance coverage. Number 4, proof of accommodation. Show documentation for where you will be staying in Luxembourg. Number 6, declare your arrival. Upon arrival in Luxembourg, declare your arrival at the local commune within 3 days. Number 7, medical checkup. Complete a medical checkup in Luxembourg. Number 8, apply for a resident card. Submit your application for a resident card to the Immigration Directorate of the Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs. Required documents include a valid passport, proof of admission to the educational institution, authorization letter to stay, declaration of arrival, medical test results sent by the doctor who conducted the test. You can find one on the Doctane website, health insurance certificate, and proof of accommodation. For workers, obtain an employment letter, secure a valid job offer or contract from a Luxembourg employer. Employer applies for the work permit, which is step 2 if you're a worker. Your employer must apply for a work permit on your behalf. Number 3, authorization letter to stay. Number 4, declaration of arrival. Number 5, medical examination. Number 6, apply for your resident card. You submit your application for a resident card to the Immigration Directorate. Required documents include valid passport, approved work permit, proof of employment, proof of financial means, health insurance certificate, proof of accommodation. This is for first-time people who are getting their resident card for the first time in Luxembourg, okay? Now I want to talk if you want to renew your resident card. So application timing is absolutely important. Apply for renewal of the resident card at least 2 months before your current resident card expires. This is absolutely important. Don't wait for it to expire first. Apply before it expires. The required documents that you're going to need: valid passport, current resident card, proof of financial means, proof of health insurance, proof of accommodation, enrollment letter for students, or work contract for workers. Submit renewal application. Apply for renewal at the Immigration Directorate. This can be done online on mygouche.lu, or you can send the documents to their postal address. So let's say you have applied for a renewal and then you get a rejection for the renewal. So the first thing that will happen is that you will receive a notification that it will be written, and this notification will be explaining the reasons for the rejection. So the second thing is that they will give you an option to appeal. Typically, they'll give you an option to appeal. You have 3 months to appeal this decision. You have 3 types of appeals. So the first one is the free appeal, where you write a letter to the immigration office to appeal your case by yourself. Then you have one whereby you use an immigration lawyer to please your case in court. The third one is you can voluntarily leave and reapply for a visa in your home country. I would suggest you get legal assistance. Consider seeking legal assistance to strengthen your appeal by the use of an immigration lawyer. Okay, so Luxembourg offers free legal advice services every Saturdays at the Judiciary Center. I will get the name correctly and I will put it on the screen. So when you go there on a Saturday, you have to wake up early because it's only Saturdays that you can get free advice. I would advise you go use their legal advice there, or you can hire an immigration lawyer, but be prepared to pay a lot of money because it's not cheap to use lawyers in Luxembourg. Also provide any supplementary documents that may address the reasons for the rejection. The important documents that you need to have include a valid passport, visa application form, passport sized photographs, proof of financial means, proof of accommodation, health insurance certificate, enrollment certificate for students, and a work contract for workers, police clearance certificate, and medical certificate after arrival. Let's talk about timeliness. Okay, so the processing time: initial resident card applications typically take between 2 to 3 months to process. Renewal processing time generally takes between 1 to 2 months. Appealing takes 3 months to lodge the appeal with the administrative court, depending with which route that you decide to use. Let's talk about what if you want to get permanent residency in Luxembourg. The requirements are pretty similar, all right? First up, you need to have continuous residence. That means you must have legally and continuously resided in Luxembourg for at least 5 years. You need stable income. Demonstrate stable and sufficient income to support yourself and any dependents. Accommodation. Proof of suitable accommodation. Language skills. Prove proficiency in one of Luxembourg's official languages. That's Luxembourgish, French, or German. Civic integration. Complete a civic integration program for you to be considered for permanent residency. They speak a lot of French in Luxembourg. They do also speak German. The application process: you have to gather your documents, submit the application, go for an interview, and then wait for a decision, which can take several months. But I mean, if you have been consistent and you have all your documents together, then you should be fine. By following these steps and ensuring that you have all the required documents, you can navigate the process of obtaining, renewing, and maintaining a resident card in Luxembourg, whether you want to study, work, or eventually obtain permanent residency. This brings us to the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I hope it was helpful and instructive, and see you in my next upload. If you have any questions, let me know down below in the comment sections. Thank you so much for watching, and see you again. God bless you. Bye.